I almost wasn't here today, and quite a few of you that are close to me or clients will already know this, but on Sunday morning, we were blessed by another child, already taken to the social stand. Thank you. I didn't really do much. I can't take any credit at all, to be honest. But yeah, so it's incredible. But it's kind of sitting there at the weekend and seeing her as a newborn as well, only a couple of days ago. It kind of got me thinking about sort of, what the world is like at the moment, what we've experienced the last 12 months, 18 months, and what it's going to look like in the future. I've already got bets going that both my daughters, 9 and 11 at the moment, probably won't need to drive when they're older. Everything will be EV, it will be autonomous and everything else. The world is shifting at such a fast pace at the moment. So it was interesting seeing a newborn baby and thinking ahead, 18, 21 years, what their life is going to be like. Today you're going to hear from some amazing speakers about the future of technology, digital transformation, the future of work. All these things hopefully are going to start to answer some of these questions. So again, a little bit of background. So we are full service. We work with a lot of our clients for strategy. We've got a full in-house design and creative team, web team, social team, literally you name it. What we found over the last 12 months, 18 months, is a real push on digital, more so than ever. We were very fortunate that the space we're in, through COVID, we didn't need to furlough staff. We've actually grown as a business in terms of team size and so on. And that's to support the increase in clients because everybody has taken to the digital channels. No longer do you advertise in, as much, I should say, in print, billboards and things like that. You can jump on social media. You can reach whoever you want to pretty rapidly. And today you're going to hear from a lot of speakers about how universities, colleges, everyone's getting involved in this kind of transformation. So one thing to bear in mind is that as consumers now, we're a lot more connected to these channels. We understand what's going on quicker, more in real time. Today, if you're sharing photos, videos, snaps and everything, people that aren't in the room are going to be able to feel as if they have been. They're going to be able to take away those nuggets of information from the event today. Consumers in particular research a lot more. And it's not uncommon for our clients to have almost 7, 8 touch points before they make a buying decision. And that can be across multiple platforms. It's not just social. They'll look at your website. They'll look at your team on LinkedIn, for example, to see who you're employing and who they're going to work with. People do a lot more research these days. And these are really important aspects to think about when you're thinking about your digital marketing and your activities online. The world has changed, and it is very much now social media first. We're lucky enough to be joined today with Sprout Social. Give us a wave. Hi, Gerard. They're going to give you some really interesting stats later about how social has changed and what the tone is like at the moment and what to expect from social moving forward. But that's an amazing stat. 1 hour, 48 minutes using social media. I mean, hands up in the room. I mean, 1 hour, 48. Does that sound about right, or is that too low? And too low? Yeah. I must spend a good few hours on social at least, and that's just in the morning before I get to work. So again, we do spend a lot of time on social. I think COVID certainly, pushed that forward as well. A lot of people were based from home naturally. They were on LinkedIn, they were on Facebook, Twitter throughout the day. And these platforms are fantastic for sharing knowledge, information, but also all the bad stuff as well. How many of you actually switched off social from the news stories that were going out? Because you just didn't want to see it anymore. You got to that sort of really negative stage. Clients that we're dealing with really are social media first. They're really thinking about how they use social media to the greatest advantage. And it's a fantastic channel. So it's just something to think about. The other thing is about being real, meeting the real people. People still deal with people. Yes, we haven't been able to connect over the last 12 months face-to-face as much as we'd like to. Zoom calls and Teams and everything else. There's a platform that's out there, Citrix, I think I used the other day, which was interesting. But people still buy from people. And it's important that you build that rapport. And if consumers are researching the background of brands they want to work with, they don't just want to know about the brand, they want to know what they stand for. They want to know about the people behind the brand as well. and who they're going to be dealing with. And these are really important aspects. If you look at our social media channels, in particular TikTok or Instagram, you'll get to know a lot more about our business from behind the scenes. You know, you'll see our team, you'll see us playing pool, you'll see us having fun in client meetings. And that's what it's about. It's about connecting to real people and being authentic. And personalization. It's interesting now, and I spoke to somebody this morning, you now get annoyed when you see an ad that isn't relevant to you. It's not the fact it's an ad, you're annoyed because it wasn't personalized towards you as an individual. So things have changed, and they've really come across in the last 12 months. So when we talk about personalization, it's not just about, you know, live streams on LinkedIn and getting to know people again with that connection, but it's also about experiencing websites. You know, talking to them in their own tone, in their own language, making sure the pictures represent their business or their industry. And these are things that we've really got to approach a lot more positively, I think, moving forward. And designing for UX, you know, it's no longer just okay to look at a very pretty website. Yes, it needs to function, you need the right words, you need the right content, but it's got to be fast. You've got to get those people that hit that site to what they want to see within a couple of seconds at the most. So if your page is taking more than 2 seconds to load, you've probably already lost them. And that's where we are right now. With the introduction of 5G, mobile phones, most mobile traffic, you know, most traffic to websites comes from mobiles now in multiple sectors, you know, not just the ones you'd expect. So it's thinking about your site, thinking about how it's been designed. Is it fit for purpose now? Or is it fit for purpose maybe 18 months ago? People digest information a lot quicker now, so the site really needs to respond to that. And the other big shift we've seen is first-party data. It's not now just about buying data in and so on. It's about collecting data and being that first point of contact with them. Obviously, as a HubSpot partner, you know, we ingrain this in ourselves, in our marketing and what we do day to day. But it's important to make sure that if you're using email, for example, most of you probably will have received an email over the past few weeks, I'm sure, introducing us to the event, hopefully getting to book on, a follow-up informing you of what's going to happen on the day. These are important comms channels, and we want to keep you in the loop on these things. So thinking about how you communicate with your clients, using their data effectively, is ultimately really important. You know, do you know all of your clients? Do you know how big the company is right now? Do you know if they've changed? Do you know if there's new personnel there? Your data should be able to respond to those questions, and then you can deliver a much better service to them as well. So thank you for listening. Pretty much on time, which is good. Caught up a little bit. Again, thank you for attending. I want to give a massive thank you to our speakers, to our presenters today, obviously, who are joining us. They've got some amazing stuff, you know, to tell us today. Thank you to the venue as well. Hope we all agree it's a pretty impressive building. It's cool. I can't quite get over it, to be fair, seeing all the cars around me. It's pretty sick. There is a raffle later. Unfortunately, it's not for the cars. It is for some tech, though. Caroline, where's Caroline at the back? So this event, as it has done for the last couple of times, we donate, obviously, proceeds from this event to one of McDonald House charities. It's an amazing charity. Go and speak to Caroline today. She's absolutely incredible. Grab a raffle ticket off her, help support the charity, and yeah, enjoy.